So hi there again everyone, this is again Alan and welcome back to my channel. Happy Easter to each and every one of you, and today in the Philippines we are now on our 5th week of the quarantine, and I hope you guys are doing well at home. For today's video, I'm gonna be doing a portraiture tutorial, and since it's Easter Sunday today, I have chosen Jesus Christ as our subject. And for the image, I have chosen Diogo Morgado's image from the Son of God. He is a Portuguese actor, and this is our finished product. And we are gonna be, it's still wet, and we are gonna be doing this very quickly, and I'm not gonna be speeding this up. So I hope you follow and just enjoy. What we are gonna be using for this painting demonstration are these materials. First, our paper is the Strathmore Visual Journal. It's 90 pounds watercolor paper. It's cold press and 9x12. For those who are new to my channel, this is the pad that I use for my portrait studies, and I was only able to start uploading the demonstrations when I started painting Jesus of Nazareth, then followed by Manny Pacquiao, the Manila Mayor Isko Moreno, and Mary of Nazareth. So this time we're gonna have Jesus of Son of God. For our brush, I'm using Escoda Reserva number 8. And the paints that I've chosen are mgraham's Ultramarine Blue, Raw Sienna, Burnt Sienna. I've chosen these 3 colors because I believe it will work for this project, and I know I'd be able to get deep grays using these 3 colors, especially the Ultramarine and Burnt Sienna. If you want to add other colors, you can do so. If you want other brands, of course, you can also use other brands. There's no limit to this. And what else? I think we're ready to start. For our pencil sketch, I'm gonna be doing it without the grids, and we're gonna be putting the details when we start painting. For those who would like to use grid lines on their references, you can do so. You can print your references, you can put your grid lines and use applications. You can do whatever, you're free. So now I think we're done with the sketch. I think you can already see his face. Let's now proceed to the coloring part. So first, I'm gonna be putting the first layer of the face, and for that I'm gonna be using raw sienna with a bit of burnt sienna. Remember to just do the first layer very lightly, so that if ever you change your mind or you commit, mistakes, you can easily cover it or lift the colors up. So usually the parts of the faces that have very high lights or highlights are the T-zone, the nose part, the cheeks, and even this part of the chin, the lower part of the lips. So now let's spread the colors to the hair, just to see an overall look of our portrait of the figure. So now let's add burnt sienna around the eyes, because he's got deep eyes. Also some nose lines. Now let's put the shade for the lips, and for the lips I'm using burnt sienna. Now the first layer of the beard. Now let's put the layers of the neck part. As you can see, I put more paint here because it's a dark part. Also the part of the shirt. See, I just let the colors flow for this part. Do you see the granulation there? I know some of you do not want granulation in their painting, but I just love them personally. If you want to avoid granulation in your colors, avoid using pigments that granulate. And for that, you can mix your browns. You can use quinacodones and phthalo blues and yellows because those colors don't granulate. So now I think we're done with the first layers. I think we can now go to the next layer. Now we go to the deeper shades, and for that we're gonna mix blue or ultramarine with burnt sienna. See that? So now we have a beautiful gray. So let's try our mixture first. The hair here, because this will define the shape of his face. So let's continue with this gray down to his neck. So now you can see the defined shape of his face, and I have allotted more space here, not because his chin is big or his jaw is, you know, stout, but that's for the beard. And because I want granulation to bloom, I'll just drop some grays here. And do some random strands of hair. Now let's go to the other side. I know a lot of you are very particular to hair, and yeah, a lot are very particular to the details and the strands, but there's no problem with that. But personally, I'm not very much into hair details, so I'm still learning when it comes to that. Anyway, for this particular demonstration, I'm focused more on the face, so we're gonna go to that part later on. So now let's put some shadows in his clothes, but we're gonna be just doing this very loosely to direct the focus to the face, of course. Let's now go back to the face and add the details, but remember, this is only loose style, so we're not gonna be very critical about the details. Again, let's emphasize the depth of his eyes by adding more brown and gray. And he has defined eye bags. Is this eye bags? Just would like to add more colors in his forehead for depth. While waiting for the eye part to dry. Now let's go back to the beard. Yes, goatee. So for this loose style painting, we're not gonna be, putting every detail or every strand, just illusion. Part. I think you can now see him smiling, right? And since it's Easter, it's just I think appropriate to paint a smiling Jesus. So now let's go to his teeth, mouth. For me, this is the most difficult part. I don't know why, I just find it hard to paint the teeth, the gums, the lips. I find it very critical personally, but most artists, I think, find it difficult to do the skin. And I think that's because they are particular to the skin tone, to the smoothness of the skin. Well, we have our own issues and challenges, but for me, yeah, the lips is the most challenging part. I mean, the mouth. You can now see how I struggle now in this lip part. So let's now put his laugh lines. And another shade for the lower lip. Of course, the teeth are white, but they're not perfectly white. So we're gonna also add some colors to make it look more natural. So now let's go back to the eyes. I think it's dry now and ready for more detail. He's smiling so genuinely here that his eyes are almost closed, and it's just so pleasant to see. And yeah, that's one of the reasons why I chose this image, because his smile is really genuine and just brings so much, you know, positive vibe, especially in this moment that we are having, you know, global issue. Now let's go to the other eye. And he also has this very attractive is this eye bag or just I think this is also laugh lines of sort. Some people call this I am not sure if they're like rooster's feet. So now let's wait for that part again to dry, and let's add some more depth in some parts. So again, let's go back to the eyes for the final details. That we're just gonna make the eyes part darker, make it more alive. I would like to add one more line to the lips, make it more red. And now finally, the nose lines and nose strips. Still, I'm not contented. I'd like to add some more deeper shadows, some parts, to make it look more 3D. So I'm just softening some edges with his nose, and I think we should stop. So now finally I think we're done. I think we should stop from this and be contented. I hope you got something from this demonstration. And if you have any questions or clarifications, please don't hesitate to comment it below. I have all the time to answer and entertain you. I'm happy to hear anything from you. And I know we are getting some challenges at the moment. We are getting through hard times during this pandemic. But I know through our faith and through our positive outlook, we are gonna get through this. Just stay at home, be healthy, and just be with your family. And again, thank you for watching, and see you again next week. Happy Easter!